This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer. Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth. There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it. Time to go. One with nature.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
As one with wind and cloud. Freeze. Cool it.
Freeze! Into the wind! Cool it! The wind knows me. Freeze!
It wasn't done. The wrong test.
Time to go. I follow the wind.
You got another
Into the wind.
Let's light it up!
Dodge this! Time to go. One with nature.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Must have her reasons.
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Time to go. Clouds high. The birds calm. This wall will be frozen. The wind knows me.
It's a miracle!
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Coming through! Scout! Bam!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Let me at him! Defract! Who wants?
Why do they never miss? Couldn't break the curse.
The process of elimination.
Take flight!
Helpful.
Kami-sato!
Defract! Let's roll! Flicker.
My opponent!
Can't catch me.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Always far more effective in the rain. This is going to get interesting. Time to go.
We finally learned some key information. Seems all of our investigative work has finally started to pay off. When you said you knew a diver, you were talking about Fremine, right? If we ask Linny, he'll definitely have Fremine help us. Ugh. Why is Child like this? What was he doing going into the pipes? Not making our jobs easier, that's for sure. Fortunately, though, it seems like it's only a matter of time now before we find out what... Now that we can finally relax, I'm starting to feel super sleepy. Let's try to get some rest while we still can. Nighty-night, traveler! It's morning already? Oh, Paimon still needs more sleep. Huh? Wait, look over there! Isn't that... It's one of Linny's cards! Let Paimon see what's written on it. Maybe you haven't heard, but today is the monthly free day. Everyone has the day off today, which makes it the perfect time to do some investigating. It's been a while since we last talked. Have you been making any progress lately? Let's meet at our... Ooh, today's our lucky day. We have the day up. From the sound of it, Linny's been making progress with... We still have some time before we meet up. There's a group of people over there.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Fine. You're lucky we don't mind.
You hear that, Quisto? What nice!
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right?
Really? Are we that?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that...
So, you two really like to gossip?
No. You don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom. Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know?
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play night. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kid.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks. Even better treatment in the...
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary,
But did you know that Jurier was a talented researcher from the...
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meripede... Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined he was that bad.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it.
Wait a second. You don't think?
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates? But it's really hard to imagine.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Jurier to a pulp that one time.
Is it really all right for us to talk about people?
That's just how it goes. Good gossip is...
Yeah, I guess you're right. But wait.
Time to go.
Look, there are some people talking over there. Let's listen in on the...
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released at...
I don't buy.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood?
What kind of filthy bilge water you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole. Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work. Who wants to live in the ruddy over...
And what makes you think they want to hire someone like you? It's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone is...
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates... That's true.
Time to go.
Hey, you over there? Yeah, you! Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
You TCG players are like mint in the wild.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game? All right. No.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like...
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all... There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even out... Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your senior...
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right, then.
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know...
All right. Have you heard any strange rumor? Then, did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the... There are two guys who are always skulking around in the corners of corridors gossiping. The bigger guy is Quisto. I never really found their gossip very mind-blowing. If you're interested, you can go talk with them. They tend to talk a lot of...
Good to know. Do you have anything else to...
Let me think. Sounds like you want to... Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though. To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kinda respect that. A forbidden zone? Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. You'll have to play a game of...
Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
Time to go. Huh? That look in your eyes. You found something?
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you have... Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts. Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later. It's the least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only fair for us to fulfill our end of the bargain. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Wriothesley's watchful eyes.
Collecting information is...
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a long time. We know... Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too. Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make... Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission.
What do you want us to do?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think... Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me along... But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first. No, when it comes to intelligence gathering, I'd never... Didn't you say it yourself? It's always been your strong suit. I'll believe anything as long as it comes from you. So, please prove your prowess to me once again.
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our...
Let's go our separate ways for now, then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days. Stay safe.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek. There seem to be several people...
Right. I feel like it's not impossible.
Oh. It's a bit hard to understand them from here. So, why don't we just try to... Someone, please help! She's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do! Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion? Could it be poison? Let me take a look. Please, lie down over here. Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly. You can do it, Traveler! Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you. I see now. My checkup has confirmed that she's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the... Oh, that's good. But I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please. Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it? And here? Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. What about here? Does this... Oh. I understand. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up. So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Miss Lorvine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while...
Very well.
And she hopped away.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Her stomach aches really bad. She was stumbling about the whole way here.
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry.
But it also looks like she's the only
well, that's...
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course, though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sijuin take...
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient?
That's correct.
Are you two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sijuin prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her, you could say she fancies herself as Miss Sijuin's capable helper because...
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least. So there's no need to...
But...
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows?
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Miss...
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessive...
He just slowly walked off? Like that?
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope...
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as... I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Sijuin should be back soon, and No.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sijuin.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take one pill now, and... Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you... Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please...
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Mm-hmm. So her primary symptoms are abdominal pain. Alright then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the No, her base constitution is quite good. So I'm sure she'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Got it! Paimon will hold the Traveler... Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then. We've been to lots of places together. She may look a bit of... Oh, so you're the best of companions. Ah, you're awake. How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we... Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take your meds... Thank you, Miss Sijuin! Seems like a lot of people have been coming down with an upset...
A fateful offering. Time to go. Time to go.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon. No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish, and put down the... Paimon talked with Sijuin the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse and... Whoa! You really are super thorough! All those tiny little Today's the day!
Learn the safety rules by heart. Wait, what was the second part? There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Learn the safety rules by heart. Wait, what was the second part?
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Learn the safety rules by heart.
Hmm? Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicion. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night...
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already... Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the... Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be...
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Perhaps that's true. You are both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties. You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future, too.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Fremine and Lynette feel the same way. Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this. Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister.
Okay, then let's head over.
Time to go.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange. Lynette?
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes, unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows?
Okay.
There are some books here and a few files. Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions. These sure are some interesting books. She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it?
Seems quite normal to me. None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse, which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or...
This is it! We saw—
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if... Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here!
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, "Out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards."
This is...
Is that all? The back. This is...
Show me! Now!
That look on your face. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she have... Is she already...
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though. I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic, just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now. Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means the fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds. Could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down. Don't be like this, Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them. I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please, talk some...
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back!
He's rushed out the door! After him!
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Huh?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in one. Someone! Please help! She's...
Whoa, are you okay?
Ah, what a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like... Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to pay... Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill. Lenny! Wait! It's no use, we have to catch up to him! He's already out of sight! How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Risley's office!
Chit! Time to go.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the f2p members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not? What do you really want?
Lenny!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me. Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Freminet should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean... You locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremenet's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't...
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Freminet is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no-man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come—
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on—
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse—
Linney!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the f2p has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Freminet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on—
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
Six, 5.
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon.
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws. Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour. The Fonta promoter has been struggling because we often see Miss Sijuin. Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new. The research note said that the Melus. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only. Fonta's internal report. Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a. Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial. Fonta's internal reports. Fonta's internal reports suggest that the Fonta promoter has been struggling we often see Miss Sijuin. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour. We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prison. Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. According to Collins, the Fonta promoter has been. The research note said that the Melusine the Fonta promoter has been. I've been told that the I've been told that the infirmary is all. Fonta's internal reports suggest. The research note said that the Melusine. We often see Miss Siege. I've been told that the infirmary is.
going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they... At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, they were all prepared by Sijuin, the head... She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has... Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks. Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want... Unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is... The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually... Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. Alright, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
I've been told that the infirmary... Fonta's internal reports... We often see Miss Sijuin. The Fonta promoter has... According to Collins, I've been told that the infirmary is all... Fonta's internal report... The Fonta promoter has... We often see Miss Sijuin observing... According to Collins...
So that hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people get scared when they see it because they've but really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet to be a blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fonta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fonta product. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words, I may just reconsider my Alright, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind. You'll pay for this! Ah!
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sigewinne. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace. Sigewinne? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional.
Sigewinne... You...
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervilette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely to— But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us? But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervilette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you. What are you talking about? What time?
Take me if you want, but let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigewinne, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You... What are you doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
Some space, please.
Miss Clarande. My door.
Fremine... Fremine...
What's going on? What is Clarande doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linny. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like...
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clarande while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linny again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time... Well, you can see how that...
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved 2.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. But let's leave him here. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only...
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her. Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't...
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but...
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh. Fremine? Is he...
He'll be fine. But for now...
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. The Duke and Clarande are gone. They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit.
Could I tempt you with some sugar for your tea?
No need.
Could I tempt you with some sugar for your tea?
No need.
Huh?